Are organismal kinds, aka baramins, which is a Hebrew compound word for created kinds, poorly defined? Many accuse something along the lines that the creationist use of the word kind is an extremely broad and or inconsistent term without any specific meaning, so it can't really be well understood or by others or even well defined, and it can fit whatever creationists need it to be.
But I'm never quite sure what creationists mean when they talk about kinds, so who knows if it would cover whatever he's talking about.
However, most, including most such accusers, actually do know what it means and well understand to what creationists are referring.
You know, the fossil record does not show the continuous development of one kind of creature into another.
I could give a few examples of where it does.
Actually, there's nowhere it does, by the way. Most understand what a kind is because it actually is well defined. Organismal kind or baramin is always defined and understood as something meaning a group of organisms with a shared common ancestor not shared with other organisms that are, therefore, genealogically separate from all other organisms and have the same basic fundamental biology. For example, having essentially the same skeleton. Now, you know what's funny is species, which is a more specific category, definitely does have definition issues. There are two major competing macroevolutionists posed definitions for species: biological species concept, BSC, and the phylogenetic species concept, PSC. And both of them have definition issues, which macroevolutionists agree is true. BSC says species are groups of organisms that can or potentially interbreed and have fertile offspring with each other, but not with others. Well, that doesn't really fit well with purely asexually producing organisms, does it? And fertile hybrids are possible, and there's plenty of cases of them. Then PSC, which is even worse, says species are groups of independently evolving populations, which, according to page 491 of the 13th edition of the McGraw-Hill textbook called Biology, the logical extreme of that labels every slightly differentiated population as a distinct species, and species may not always be monophyletic, meaning species may not contain all and only individuals with a recent common ancestor. So you see, kinds aren't poorly defined.